lurgy, I tells you. Hello, my name is Quinlan. The plane. Hello, my name's Quinlan. As I said, Melbourne Musos trying to battle through this ongoing lurgy I've got. Oh my lord. There we go. I'll get through it. Wish me well. Tonight, melody makes practice. The hidden polyrhythm. The vaping stroke. The vape. And finger control. One of the things that we always try to do is work with the practice pad and the metronome and single stroke roll, double stroke roll, paradiddle. But what happens is sometimes it's just like this flat plane of tap, 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 tap. You know, that kind of thing. Endless. It's wonderful. Don't get me wrong. However, to get a little bit of the old imagination going, what you can also do is start to play some of these things in different kinds of ways, you see. Now, one of the things that happens is the first cab off the rank is melody makes practice. If you've got a single stroke roll, do that, keep it even, not too loud, you're not banging, you're working on your bounce, you make sure your fulcrum's in the right spot. Get the hi-hat going in there, move it around. Now tonight, what I've got is the Chinese percussion, I think, the Asian percussion kit. But I was talking about the single stroke roll. Now what can go on is as you're doing that, you can give yourself a little bit of something to work on. Now over the last couple of weeks I've been keeping things a little bit on the straight ahead side. Last week was the cosmic fill-in. And what can start to happen is that you take these kinds of ideas and just move them around. Just move them around. Pivot point. Do you know what a pivot point is? Instead of going, Hail Caesar! What you can do is actually just a bit like turning on and off a shower tap. Do you see? You get your stick, that kind of thing. This used to be a soft mallet, and then the soft bit fell off. Now it's a little bit of a hard mallet. You see, it's a bit like that. I can still use them. And there you go. But what happens is I do that. And next thing you know, as you just twist. Oh. I've got something already. Next thing I know, that where you sort of do that, okay, the teacher told me to, practice my rudiments, there you go, about 2 minutes in, that's enough. Tap, 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 tap. But if you're at the drum kit, and you're on your electronic drum kit, and instead of drum kit number 1, you go to drum kit 21. I said this about 3 episodes ago. Check out the sounds, learn about different sounds from different areas of the verb, I tells you. So what happens is a pivot point, this is what I was getting at, I'll come back to it now. I'll go down, where am I going? I'll go here. What happens is you might play this drum, and instead of going like that, you just twist the twist of the wrist. You see it with everyone, Buddy Rich, that kind of. The flick, you see, the vape. Don't know what the end was, but anyway, there you go. Then what goes on with that is that you've got ways of getting around the drum kit, whether it's a humble little 4-piece, big Taurus and all that. But what happens is that when you start using the tones of whatever is in front of you, you start to explore other things, okay? Now, when I say melody makes practice, look at what happened to me just then. I just went between two things. I've got the triggers on, so I've got a little bit of a gong sound there, as well as the tom. And I've got a little psh, psh, little cymbals there. Now, when you've got the flow going, then you can go into your double taps. What can happen then is all of a sudden, look at what's happening here. I'm really just sticking to a single stroke roll, but I'm already creating some sort of melody, and I'm here for minutes now, okay, and just working things up. And I just explore. And you can do the same thing with your own kit at home, whether it be an acoustic drum kit or an electronic drum kit. Try and bring it all in if you can. And then what starts to happen is that the work that you're doing starts to create the longevity of the practice. Oh, who swallowed a dictionary then, Chris? Now, the little second thing that I'd like to talk about is combining this art with another art. And I'd like to bring up a painter by the name of Mark Rothko, who's an abstract painter. And some of you might know him just to glance at one of his paintings. You think, what's that? Kind of thing. It's like, Bunnings paint shop gone wrong. It's just like gigantic walls of colour. So it might just be green, black and red. I'll put some of them up there. But one of the things is he was in the end acclaimed as an artist who didn't really prescribe to any particular school, but he seems to have been lumped in with the abstract movement. But when you go to his paintings and go close up, it isn't just that'll do, that'll buy me a new car or anything like that. Tiny little brush strokes, and you start to think, oh my Lord, how was he able to just spend so long on such a large canvas? And there was something about it, and some of his works are just sold for the millions. And for some people, it's really quite the, how would I put it, the emotional ride when you actually think about just how long and the discipline to be able to do that. Now, why am I talking about that? Is the fact that one of the things for we drummers is that we sit here and play one stroke. That's the end of it. But when you've got an organ, you've got anything like that, you can keep your a finger on middle C and it would last however long you want it to last for on your synthesizer or whatever it might be. You pluck a guitar string, and depending on the way that the guitar is set up or whatever it is, it will last that long, and so on it goes. For us, next. So what starts to happen is that when I start thinking about somebody out there will think that that's but look at the work. So what starts to happen is that this is the comparison I make when you're a drummer trying to keep a long note, such as semi-breves or something, Live from Radio City Music Hall, it's Frank Sinatra. That kind of thing. There's a lot of work that goes into that. And what starts to happen is I start to think like, There's my Mark Rothko moment. Lots of little notes to make one big long one, do you see? Now that might be a bit of a stretch of a bow for some of you, but one of the things is that when you are just practicing and just going, make it something. Make it a melody, okay? Make it something that is, well, I'm thinking of the word profound. I don't know if I want to go that far. But anyway, that's what goes on, isn't it? Get a rhythm in it. Then what happens is that within that, you can have the hidden polyrhythm. Hippopotamus, 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 hippopotamus. Anyway, what it is I always split up polyrhythms into two. I don't make much of a thing about it. It's not like, no, it's wrong or anything like that. But there's two kinds of things. There's the polyrhythm, and there's polyrhythms, and there's polymetrics. And a polyrhythm is two rhythms played against each other, the most common being 3 against 2. Nice cup of tea, nice cup of tea, nice cup of tea, nice cup of tea. Both right, left, right, both right, left, right. So you got 3 with the right and 2 with the left. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, so on. And then it all goes from there. What you can also have is polymetrics, where it's 2 time signatures against each other. So if I'm, say, doing 1 eana, 2 eana, 3 eana, 4 eana, 1 eana, 2 eana, 3 eana, 4 eana, and then I put in 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bang! All of a sudden, you've got polymetricity. If that's a word, I just made it up. Did you like it? Oh, yeah. So what you have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against 1 eana, 2 eana, 3 eana, 4 eana. Do you see what happened? Other little things you can do, and I've done this just the other day. Oh, the other lesson. You could have, think. 3, 3, 3. Edelweiss, Edelweiss. I don't know why I started singing that. And 5 here. Do you see? All with a single stroke roll. It's still just a single stroke roll. You see? Get it? Got it? Ah, there it is. Now with these kind of polyrhythms, you've got a couple of things with the good old single stroke roll, you see. You can start to have the vipping. So what starts to happen is if you just start doing accents, you can delineate the beat, do you see? So you could have 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There's your whip, the vip, you see. You could have 3, 4. See, things like that. Now with the vaping, what you can start to do is get different polyrhythms happening. But one of the things that so often happens with polyrhythms is when you do it perfectly correctly, your lips will fall off if you try and get them too fast. If I take, say, 4 against 3, it's C the big fat piggy, C the big fat piggy, C the big fat piggy. Do you see? That's the thing. But what you've got is 4 times 3 is 12. Now, if you're trying to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, blah, 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 blah. To get to 3, you would count, it's basically every 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, you got 3. You see, 3 4s make 12. When you want the 4, it's 4 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. But how are you going to do it? You see, that's kind of thing. It's like lips fall off, they walk off, say no, see you later. And what goes on is that what you do is you find a way to do the vip And what starts to happen is that you could have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the vip, vip, and vip, and vip, and vipping, and vipping. For those of you who just walked in, who's that bloody guy? He's crazy. What's going on? Probably thinking that already. So what it is then you could have the 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The resolution point, that bit. Hail Caesar! Okay, so you get... There's your 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see him? Next thing you know, you've got everything going there. There's 3 there and 4 here. Do you see? I'll just quickly go off to... what am I going to go off to? Just there. There. Blues beat. Up, 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 up. Dance to that. There you go. You'd often hear Ringo do little things like that, not with the Beatles. He'd be playing kind of like a shuffle, 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 1 to 2 to 3, and a little fill-in that goes 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and the kind of stuff. Last week I talked about the Liverpool Jangle, which has that kind of a polyrhythmic feel about it, you see. Now, one of the other things that happens with the vip stroke and all that is, of course, finger control, which is just fingers, do you see? So Billy Cobham talks about that quite a bit. If you're doing traditional grip, it'd be called thumb control. Who remembers thumb wrestling at school? It's the same kind of principle, you see, like that. So when you're doing, you've got the whip there, and then here, the left hand's finger control. Finger control. I nearly got into trouble there, like Albo the other day. Now, when I'm doing this kind of business here, what you can do is, with the fingers, you can go from a single stroke roll to a double stroke. And if I go all the way back to the start, where I'm talking about, you got your practice pads, you got your sticks, you got your metronome, and away you go. All of a sudden, look at what we're doing there. There it is, you see. Bring it all in as kind of a package, and then you have the start of creating something. Now, if I go back over some of the things that I've talked about, what you've got there is a few different things on the fly. I started in the most basic ways. Just like Harold did. Son, this is a single stroke roll. This is how you hold the sticks. You do that, I'll be back in a few minutes. Look. H. So you get that in all its ramifications. And what starts to happen is that when you're doing that, then you have whatever the subdivision is. It could be crotchets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Could be quavers, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And triplets, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Semiquavers, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. And then what can start to happen is that to spruce them up a little bit, to do a couple of different things, depending on the speed, there's a kind of thing where you might go from wrist control, all wrists, and then what happens is you move into finger control. But most of what we play is some kind of blend. There's wrist control, there's your finger control. But really what we're doing is some kind of 50-50, 70-30, 60-40, whatever it might be, depending. And really, you use the whole gamut. If I just sort of, I don't know, I'll just play something here. Wrist, fingers, wrist, fingers, wrist, fingers, wrist. Double stroke. There it is, you see, that's what goes on. Then you move it. There's your vip, vip, vipping, vipping, vipping. I've fallen in love with the gong. Anyway, there you go. And so what goes on is that you're actually creating something, and look at what I've just done. From the most basic of things, what starts to happen, I'm still here. It's not like 5 minutes and go off and play footy, you know, that sort of thing. Did you practice? Well, I did walk past the drum kit. Yeah, right, okay. Every drum teacher out there knows that, the little chestnut. Oh, did you practice it? Yeah, a bit. Yeah, nah. Come on, son. What's going on? Make it enjoyable. Make it a little adventure, a little journey. Oh, there's a new sound. There's something else. Oh, what happens if I change it to drum kit? I don't know. This is a complete punt. Sorry, I have my back to you. Complete punt. I'm going to change it to drum kit 23. For me here, it's the Indian and Middle Eastern. Ooh. Now I'm going into mixed sticking because I like that sound. Now, when you're doing things like that and you get a little sound and say, oh, geez, I like that, you've got to get to it, you see. And then what happens, now we're talking distance, right? Getting around the drum kit, you see, and what happens. So when you're actually starting to do different things like wanting to play this wonderful cymbal over here and then going over to this wonderful cymbal here, that's a fair whack of stuff and, a bit of a distance. And all of a sudden, you've got a job on your hands. You've got this idea, right, to make something on your instrument, to make a piece of music, however abstract it might be, and that kind of thing. But you've got to get around here. Get it? Oh! I love all this stuff. I just keep on going. You see, got to get a life. Oh. And what happens is I better start wrapping the show up. My name's Chris Quinlan. This is Melbourne Musos Live. Not quite as bad as last week, not quite as muttly, but tonight, having said that, melody makes practice. Hidden Polyrhythm. Vip, 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 vip. Finger control. And now for a nice glass of Oh, bloody hell.